Hey girly, it's Diana, your new health and fitness bestie. This is my first YouTube video and I'm very excited to get started. And I figured what better way to start my channel by sharing my fitness journey with you, just so you can understand where I come from. And if you're comfortable sharing your fitness journey, I'd love to read about it in the comments. So go ahead and comment below your fitness journey, the stuff that you've been through, how you got to where you are today. I would love to hear about it. In addition to talking about my fitness journey, I also want to talk about how to get in routine, what works best with your schedule, how to figure out how you can mix it into your routine, as well as motivation tips and how you could get started. Before we dive into the stories and the juiciness of today's video, I wanted to share a little bit of behind why I chose my channel's name, which is Eat, Live, Sleep, Repeat. I believe that these are the main components of a healthy lifestyle: eating good, obviously, and working out, whether it's lifting, walking, running, whatever it may be for you. And then sleeping, because your body recovers while you're sleeping. And then repeat is consistency. You want to be consistent with all of these aspects in your life to really see progress. Okay, cool. So let's get into my fitness journey. Okay, so I want to start off my story of my fitness journey just by saying I am still on my journey. It's called a journey for a reason. I'm not the fittest person out there. You know, starting out, it's tough to see people that are already so far in their journey. It's kind of intimidating to be like, oh my gosh, like I have so much work to do before then. I want to use my platform as a way for people like me to feel more confident to go to the gym and push themselves. I think starting out, going to the gym and starting your journey wherever you start at, it's tough to see when everyone around you is super fit and you're not there yet. But don't let that discourage you, because I was definitely there and it's tough. I'm still there sometimes, like, wow, these people look like, you know, and honestly, the thing is, they have like 5+ years. You can't compare their 5+ years to your like couple months, weeks, not even anything sometimes, you know, so just remember that. My fitness journey started, I want to say around like 2018-ish. I was a sophomore in college, roughly, and my routine is I would wake up at 5 in the morning. I would take my gym bag that I would pack the night before, and I would go to the gym and get there I would start working out about 5:30 and then do my workout, my stretches, all that good stuff. And honestly, I didn't really know what I was doing at the gym, I'll be honest. I would separate my leg day and my arm day. I didn't really understand that there's like, you know, back, chest, bicep, triceps, all that stuff associated with what I called arm day. So I would do like leg day and upper body day. And then I would do a sprinkle of cardio here and there. That's kind of what I was doing at that. And I would go to the gym, and then I would go to school, and then I would go to work. And it was great. Honestly, I love going to the gym in the morning. And then as I got older, I kind of value my sleep a little bit more. So if that works for you, that's awesome. It worked for me a couple times, and then yeah, we'll get into that in a second. I was doing that for a while, and honestly, I don't remember why I stopped. I think it was just for that semester because it worked out so well with my schedule. Waking up at 5, I had class I think at 9, and then I had work at 1, so everything worked out very well. So that worked for a while for me, and then like I said, I think I stopped doing that routine just because the semester ended, so my class was at a different time, and then I stopped going. I still paid for my gym membership, but I just didn't go. So that journey ended there. For a couple years, I was not working out. And then fast forward to my senior year of college, I started at a new gym, and it was tough for me to find a routine. I was a student, obviously, and then I was also working a retail job. And if you have ever worked retail, you know the schedule is super consistent and hard to build a lifestyle and routine and all that stuff like I had before when I was going at 5 in the morning. So that was tough. When I worked at this retail place, I was working like one day would be 11 to 8, and then the next day would be like 8 to 5. So it would bounce around and it sucked. Oh, also this gym that I went to they closed at 5 p.m. on the weekends, which was super inconvenient because if I would work 8 to 5, I couldn't go to the gym after. I definitely had excuses of why I didn't want to go to the gym. That was on me. I just didn't really have that, like, I struggled with going back on track. Once I graduated, I got a big girl job finally, and I had a consistent schedule, and this has literally been the best thing for my fitness journey. So if you have like a 9 to 5, or like you work a Monday through Friday job, or maybe you have the same days off every week, like a Tuesday, Wednesday type thing or whatever, like this is literally like, it's so good. So when I got my big girl job, my 9 to 5. It really helped me stay consistent with working out. And I think I actually went back and started doing my 5 a.m. gym routines again. And it was hard. If you're not a morning person, this will not be for you. I thought I was a morning person until I tried doing this. And honestly, it was probably because we would do this. Me and my boyfriend went together and we kind of motivated each other. And it was around winter time and it was freezing inside because we would sleep with the window open and get some fresh air. Not only is it hard to get out of bed at 5 in the morning, it's hard to get out of the bed when it's 5 in the morning and like 40 degrees outside. We lived in an apartment complex, so we had to walk to the car and go down like a flight of stairs, walk across the parking lot to my car when it's, sometimes it would hit like 32 degrees. Like, it was cold. This is Southern California, just a preface if you don't know. Like, we're not used to this kind of weather. So I'm sorry if I sound like a baby and you're used to this weather, but it was a little cold. Over time, we would snooze our alarm and not go to the gym, and it kind of trickled away. And then we moved again. So now we canceled that gym membership and we got another new gym membership. And when I started this gym membership, I was like, okay, like, this is it. I'm like tired of going to the gym and not seeing, you know, the stuff that I want to see. I know what I'm doing, but not fully. My routine changed a lot when we moved, because before it would be at 5 a.m. and honestly, it felt amazing working out, showering, and starting the day feeling good about yourself. But it was really tough waking up that early. And also, you'd get tired at like 8:30 at night, which is not really ideal. It kind of sucked, but it was kind of like, you know, definitely hanging out on weekends, hanging out with friends, and I would be tired at like 8 o'clock. It was not a cute look. So anyways, if that's for you, that's awesome. If it works, that's great. It just did not work for me. Anyways, fast forward to today, or a few months ago when I first started the gym. I started seeing a personal trainer just because I was like, okay, this is it. I really want to see changes. I really want to learn what I could do to enhance my fitness journey, because I went multiple times and I haven't seen what I want to see. But now that I've been going to a trainer, I've been going consistently. Consistency is really key. I think the biggest thing I learned from my trainer is to honestly just plan out your workouts, and you could use the same week of workouts for a few weeks and then you could spice it up after, because I would go into the gym not knowing what I'm going to do, and then now I go into the gym, I'm like, okay, Mondays are my chest days, Tuesdays are my leg days. This is my current split that I do. I really like this one, and it keeps me going consistently. And I do cardio 3 times a week. Sometimes I try to do, that's a lie, I don't try to do 4. In my 3 days of cardio, I do a basic lower intensity cardio, I do HIIT, and then I do the lower intensity again. And I'm going to see how that works and then spice it up if I need to. That's kind of my fitness journey. I've bounced around a couple different things, and I think I'm really at a good spot now. And I think the consistency is great, my schedule is great, and yeah, it's great. So, oh, I didn't even say that. Duh. My current routine now is I wake up, go to work, and then on my way home from work, I go to the gym. And I usually get there around 5:15, and then I stay about 1.5 to 2 hours, depending on if I'm doing cardio or an ab workout that day. And then I get home at about 6:30, 7-ish, make dinner, and then chill for the rest of the night. And that's been working good for me. I never honestly thought that I would be an evening workout girly, because I loved working out in the morning. When we first started going, I was like, ew, I don't want to go to gym after work, like that sucks. But now, honestly, it feels good to end the day like that, and it works for me. So that wraps up my fitness journey, just a backstory for you. And yeah, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you feel comfortable sharing your fitness journey, I'd love to read about it in the comments below. So go ahead and feel free to stop by the comment section if you feel comfortable. Now I also want to talk about some motivational tips just to help you get into the gym. Literally a couple weeks ago, I went to the gym, and on my way driving from work, I was like, I do not want to work out. Like, I do not feel good. This is going to be terrible. And then it was my leg day that day. Usually I love leg day, but this day I was like, oh my God, this is going to suck. And then I did my first set of squats. I had a slight headache, and then I did my second warm-up set, and then I was like, okay, all right. And then I pushed myself through the entire workout, and honestly, it was one of the best leg days I've done in a while. So that kind of just goes to show that if your mind is telling you no, sometimes you gotta make it say yes. By, you know, sometimes your body says yes and your mind says no. So I think that's one of the biggest things when working out, is sometimes don't listen to your mind. Obviously, if you're not feeling well, then don't work out. But sometimes you really don't feel like working out. Try to push yourself through it, and then if not, then that's okay. A couple days ago, I had my workout day. I was just kind of fatigued all day. It was a busy day at work, and I didn't really get much sleep the night before. And then when I was working out, I really tried to push myself through it, knowing that experience that I had the week before that I just told you about. That day, I was not really feeling it, and I tried to push through it, didn't work out, and I just left. I didn't get through my workout, and that's okay. You know, you're not always gonna have a perfect week every single week. There's always gonna be some day that you're like, you know what, I really, like, I can't. You know, the way that I see it is it's okay to have those days, just not a lot. You don't want to make an excuse of like, you know what, nah, like, I want to go sit down, like, I want to go chill on the couch or something. Like, don't let those thoughts intrude you. Just shut them down, put on a good playlist, tell yourself you're a bad. The biggest thing that motivates me to go to the gym when I'm not fully motivated, I don't want to go, is I try to eat a good snack before I go. Sometimes I have, like, I know this sounds kind of weird, but sometimes I have a spoonful of peanut butter and I eat that. Eating a snack an hour and a half or an hour before your workout is amazing. I think my favorite pre-workout snack to eat ahead of time, you don't want to do this like right before, but give yourself an hour and a half. I really love to get, whether it's like a whole wheat pita bread or some toast or English muffin, whatever you have on hand or whatever you prefer, toast that up, put some peanut butter or nut butter, whatever you prefer, on it, and then slice up some bananas and sprinkle it with some chia seeds if you want. So good. Definitely recommend. Another option if you don't want to eat a snack before the gym is definitely try some pre-workout. I've tried pre-workout in the past. That was actually what I did when I went at 5 in the morning the first time. I would have my pre-workout and then I'd have coffee later. I personally am trying to steer away from pre-workout just because of the caffeine, and I know there are caffeine-free pre-workouts, and if you've tried those, let me know what you think about those in the comments below, because I have been considering that just to enhance my workout sometimes. Another way to motivate yourself to get through a workout or go to the gym is to treat yourself after, and I do not mean go buy yourself a sugary drink at Starbucks or whatever, because that's terrible, especially post-workout. Find small things that you could do for yourself that make you happy, whether it's making yourself a delicious protein smoothie afterwards, or making yourself a delicious dinner that you've been wanting and thinking about all day. Or it doesn't even have to be eating. You could be like, okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna put this face mask on. It's gonna make me feel so good afterwards. Or maybe you go on Amazon and buy yourself a new sports bra or whatever. You know, find stuff that motivates you that you can look forward to after you get through your workout. So I wanted to end this video off by chatting with you about how to start your workout journey, or maybe make changes if you're already there and maybe something's not working out for you. The first question that you want to ask yourself is, do you want to be a morning workout girly, or do you want to be an evening workout girly, or a midday workout girly if that's what your schedule is? Like, find out when you can work out and outlining your schedule just so you can see where it fits in, and then even try working out different times of the day just to see what works best for you, because I've done that and I think that helps a lot, just so you can see what works best with your schedule. Both have their pros and cons. Outline your schedule. You know, maybe you work Monday through Friday, or you have random days off throughout the week. Then write that down and see how you can make it work, and be realistic with yourself. If you really don't think that you could go X amount of days, then, you know, change it. So once you figure out what days you can work out, figure out your split. And what that means is figure out what days you want to work out what part of your body. So I showed mine earlier in the video. I'll put it back up here for your reference. Monday I do chest and a little bit of triceps. Tuesday I do legs. Wednesday is my rest / heavy cardio day. And then on Thursdays, I think I do shoulders, and then a lower intensity chest day. Friday, I do my lower intensity leg day, biceps and back. So once you have what days you want to work out what, figure out some exercises that you want to do. I'll also drop my current one in the description box just so you could use that maybe as a reference and get some ideas from that, or you could use it and see if it works for you. Honestly, you could use the same routine for a couple weeks or a month and switch it out, because you don't want to be constantly doing the same workouts. If you do that, your body's going to get used to it and you're going to like plateau. You're going to stop seeing results. So if you get to that point of you're doing the same workouts and then you notice you're not seeing more results, or you're not getting stronger or whatever, then spice it up. Add, take out one and then put in a different one to hit the same muscle groups, or you could do supersets. There's so many things that you could do. So to end this video, I just wanted to remind you, girly, that you want to take your progress photos, I would say at least bi-weekly, just so you can be consistent, because honestly, the scale does not tell you everything. You can be losing fat and building muscle, but you could be the same weight on the scale both times you weigh. So definitely recommend taking photos, and do not suck in, because I would do that. And then I would see myself later and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still the same. It's because I was sucking in. So do not do that. Do not suck in. Just be neutral stomach, and then you can see your growth. And also measure with one of those, like, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name of it? But I'll put a picture here just so you know what I'm talking about. But use one of these to measure around different areas of your body, like your thigh, your booty, your waist, your chest, all those things, just so you can see where losing or growing, or whatever your journey is. Anyways, thank you so much, girly, for tuning into today's video, and I'm very happy that you're here. And if you would like to subscribe to this channel, it'd be muchly appreciated. And I'm excited to go on this journey more with you and grow together. I'm excited to get stronger with you. And yeah, I don't know. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.